We're live. Here's the dashboard. We are here. Says we're live. All right. Yep. Readers, hello. Clayton here with Karen up that way. Joey down here.
Hey.
And we're hanging out with you because this is the new community engagement initiative where we're just going to hang out with you guys and make sure you're staying home and staying safe.
Social distancing.
This is social distancing. I'm not near them at all.
No. We're in different states, actually.
We are in different states. We're going to be taking your...
Yeah.
Again?
She said all of us are.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a problem.
Yeah. We're trying it out. It's beta. Please be nice to us. We're trying to engage with you guys. We're tried with 3 because it's a safe number right now. And
also Mark might scare people.
And yeah, we wanted to start off with the better of the crew. All right. So we're going to be taking your questions and talking about a bunch of stuff here. That's all we can do because this is the first time we're doing this.
Yeah.
So I did get something from a reader earlier, Ethan May. Thank you for that. Said he would like us to talk about previous award seasons, such as late 2000s, 1990s on these things. And we can definitely do that at some point. Actually, no one's watching right now, so we are in the clear to just talk nonsense. But hold on, let me embed it.
Butts. There we go. I said it.
Let's see. Video. What's going on? Nope, that's not what I want to do. Oh, what a machine this is.
Yep. The best part is
even though we're watching now, we have to get ready.
It's Drew who's going to end up having to listen to all this nonsense.
He's so mad at us. He's like, "What did you guys do without me?"
He's like, "You've been recording for 19 minutes already."
Yeah, but we digress. Oh, Guillermo Nye is here. He said, "Hey guys, hello, Guillermo. How are you?"
Hi, Guillermo.
Yeah, hold on. I need to embed this on the site so people can go there too.
Yep.
But can you guys see Guillermo's question? Can you see on the YouTube?
I am.
No.
I'd have to pull the YouTube page.
Typing at you, Guillermo. You know that.
I'm afraid to pull up any more windows. So.
Let's see. Live control room. I'm in the control room. Ooh. All right. So, Karen, why don't you start here? Tell them about what you've been doing this whole time, at home. How are you staying safe?
I'm staying safe by not talking to anybody. I have been in my house basically for, what day is this? Tuesday? 4 days. I've left my house a couple of times to go buy some stuff at the grocery store, but that was it. And I've watched a lot of TV and movies. I've discovered some things that I hadn't had time to watch before. It's been fun.
What have you discovered? Is it Casablanca like me?
No. Have you finally watched it?
Oh.
No.
It's my thing. I can't.
I'm so disappointed.
Your thing is having time on your hand.
Just hold on to it.
I know. I've actually been watching The Outsider on HBO finally, that everyone's been telling me to watch. So, and I am really hooked on it. I've got 3 more episodes left. I've been trying to space it out a little bit. I could have watched it all on Saturday, but I was like, no, I'm gonna have something to look forward to every day for at least a couple days. So I'll probably finish that tomorrow.
Awesome. Joey, what have you been up to?
Same. Left my house to get groceries and walk my dog, but other than that, probably will watch The Outsider. Actually, I did watch a movie that's gonna be on demand on Friday. That's surprisingly good. Called Hooking Up. It's a very it's like a rom-com, but it's just a cool pairing because it's Sam Richardson from Veep getting a starring role, which on its own that's awesome. And it's him and Brittany Snow, and they have a really good road trip chemistry to it. It's fun. I was surprised how much I liked it.
Cool.
But yeah, insanity and boredom will commit. We're going to be in deep soon.
Yeah, right.
All work and no play.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we're just getting used to this kind of whole thing, trying to make sure that we know how to, or make sure I know how to properly use this. There's actually a few things that people threw in the announcement posts that was cool, so I wanted to acknowledge that to you guys. And there's other people in the chat now too. Guillermo said, "Nice of you to do this. Thank you. Thanks for coming and hanging out." Daniel Work says, "Wow, this is awesome." Guillermo said, "What are some movies available to stream, like some hidden gems or something you recommend?"
Well, guess what? I'll just repeat my conversation for 30 seconds ago.
Well, he heard you already. So I'm in my AwardsCircuit office, as you guys see. I'm not showing that side of the room yet because it's not quite done yet. But there's a TV behind me, and that's Netflix on there. And I see that there's something good I saw recently.
This is how the site crumbles for the copyright infringement he's doing right now.
Isn't that copyright infringement? It's called free promotion. They're loving me for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should watch Spencer Confidential. I heard it's great. No, I'm lying.
No,
Totally lying.
no, you
Mark's
shouldn't.
favorite movie of the year.
Yeah.
As always, I watched it, so you don't have to.
I will say, while Clayton's looking for stuff, Shudder is doing a free 30-day trial. They do horror and thriller movies. They have a lot of cool stuff on there. And Criterion Channel is doing a 14-day free trial as well.
They just emailed me yesterday about that. If you want some good trashy reality television, I finished Love is Blind and I quite enjoyed it.
I'm still working through that one too.
Me and Jessica said we wish we were single so we could see if we could have tried it and see what we would have done.
All three of you are monsters.
It's fun.
These shows remind me of why I hate dating and it's stupid, and I will just stay single forever and be happy about it.
True. Actually, Guillermo, if you're looking to get some stuff in, you can prepare for ACCA Best of Decades. That's going to be kicking off next week. So that's the AwardsCircuit Community Awards. You guys have chosen your winners over the past decade, and now you guys will vote on the winners of each year and determine what is the best of the decade. So in every category. So picture-wise, just to let you guys know, if you haven't seen them, I assume a lot of you have, but competing for Best Film of the Decade will be Parasite, Roma, Call Me By Your Name, La La Land, Mad Max Fury Road, Birdman, Gravity, Les Miserables, The Artist, and The Social Network.
I see it down to 3 very quickly.
Karen likes.
I still hate The Social Network. Yep, actually, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that I don't know. I don't think that a lot of them are going to I don't know. Our readers are unpredictable. I like them.
I would be somewhat surprised.
Parasite's going to do very well.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if the top 3 aren't in some form Parasite, Mad Max, and Social Network.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be stoked if it was Mad Max, but I don't think it will be.
I think Social Network or Parasite will win.
Yeah, true. All right. Joey's got a green screen happening, but he's back. All right. So let's just talk about something like that isn't like necessarily like
Wait,
everything.
but Clayton, what have you been watching?
Besides
Love is Blind.
Besides Love is Blind. I watched 100 Humans, the first episode yesterday. It's on Netflix. So they do like kind of these experiments with like 100 humans to try to see. So like they were trying to find out yesterday if being a good dancer means you have a higher sperm count.
Interesting.
So they had these 10 random guys.
Research.
They had these 10 guys give a random sperm sample, and then they were they had a dance competition, were rated by all the other people, and then they got graded. So then they would reveal what their sperm count was. And if you had the worst score, then you had the worst sperm count. So in the episode, a guy had a sperm count of 0, and he was voted the worst dancer. The person who had the highest sperm count had the second highest score. So it was it really is nonsense. This is not important to anything.
That sounds like something I'm not going to watch.
Yeah. It was interesting for a moment. Oh, but I can share something with you. I did some shopping yesterday because I got a $106 gift card from Amazon because I had some points. So everyone knows that I have to get my Oscar wall completed. So I ordered a lot of movies yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I got Three Smart Girls, The Good Earth, Pygmalion, Romeo and Juliet, the 36 version, Sergeant York, Mr. Deeds Goes to Town, Captain Courageous, In Old Chicago.
Nice.
And actually, I picked up 2 copies of Pygmalion. One was by accident, but then when I realized it was an accident, I was like, I'm not going to return it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it away to a reader because the old ones are hard to come by.
Yeah.
So I'll hold a contest in the next few weeks about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, cool. So actually, we got some more stuff coming in. We have some viewership happening here. It's crazy. Let's see. From Michael came in. Cinephile Showdowns. Oh, he's going to give it to us right up here, right now.
Man.
Movies that won Best Picture with 2 Guild wins or less. Green Book or $1 Million Baby?
Oh, gosh.
$1 Million Baby. Come on.
$1 Million Baby.
I hate them both. I guess I'll go $1 Million Baby, but I don't like that choice.
You're not happy about that?
Nope, not at all.
Spotlight or Moonlight?
Spotlight.
It's Moonlight. By a lot.
Man. I think I'll go with Moonlight as well, but I don't think it's by a lot.
I want you to say with more
really hard
in your voice, though. Excuse me.
No, they're both so great. That's the thing. Like, to me, it's not by a lot. They're very close, but I'm gonna go with Moonlight.
Okay.
I've come back to Spotlight more often. That's the tiebreaker for me.
Jake K said, "Just watch The Fish Called Wanda." Is that your first time, Jake? There's a little bit of a delay between us actually speaking and then the chat thing. But if it was your first time, cool. How did you like? Did you think Kevin Kline's Oscar was warranted? He won with nothing up until Oscar night.
And if you don't, you're.
I need to watch that again.
I haven't seen it in a long time. It's not something I've come back to.
It's good.
I remember watching it when I was like 15,
I love that movie.
And I just didn't appreciate it when I was 15, and I've never watched it again, and I've always meant to. So I guess now I have time.
Well, once you get off the podcast, right now, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna go turn it
on. Did you see the news that Jared Leto was on meditation retreat and missed the coronavirus news?
That's not that.
None of that surprises me.
He was doing a silent meditation in the desert. Such a Jared Leto thing to do.
I don't know which country it was, but someone posted yesterday that one of the Big Brother casts have been isolated since February 6th and have no idea this is going on.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Again,
JK
not
also
surprised.
asked, what's the best original musical of the 2010s?
Original musical? What are our choices?
I know. I'm pulling them up right now.
Because I know which my pick is not.
Not La La Land.
Nope.
We got La La Land. This is all kind of like you're trying to call musicals. The Last 5 Years. Pitch Perfect.
Oh wait, Sing Street. That one's mine.
Sing Street's on this list. Tangled. I would. Frozen. I would call Frozen musical. I would count on it. Moana, The Greatest Showman. No. Star is Born.
No.
I think The Greatest Showman has the best original music, but is not the best original musical.
Yeah. Best original music, I think is. I mean, A Star is Born. I probably would give it for music, but it's not a musical in that like.
It's also not original.
Those music is Monster.
I hate that movie.
Anna and the Apocalypse.
No, the music for
I watched
the
that.
movie not though.
Mary Poppins
Yeah.
Returns.
I do love that one so much.
The Muppets. Muppets is fun.
I love the Muppets, and that's a great soundtrack.
Oh, my answer.
Like
Begin
the happy
Again.
song.
I think it's Begin Again.
Oh.
I love Begin Again.
Begin Again. I was about to say
Yeah,
Begin
that
Again or
one's
Secret,
good.
probably.
Oh wait, shoot, Joey, what was the one with Nick Offerman? Hearts Beat Loud. That's a good one too.
Oh, Must Be Loud. One too.
I think that one's a stretch though. It's about music, but I don't know if I would
Yeah.
consider it a musical. I guess Sing Street's kind of the same boat
Yeah.
though.
I feel like that one's in the Star Wars. Yeah, they all have the people who sing because it's a job to sing, as opposed to
second half of
live
Fish Called Wanda. Wait,
Oh
is he
my
talking?
gosh. Yeah, you guys were talking at the same time, as usual.
Second half of Fish Called Wanda is much better than first, in my opinion. Klein is great, though I wonder why he is the specific standout. That's why I say I need to rewatch it.
Because he's great.
For a really long time.
Because he's Kevin Kline.
You know what's funny though? If Kevin Kline hadn't come out of nowhere for that, Kevin Kline would still be Oscar-less and no nominations.
Which is just a crime because he's great.
I mean, unless it would have built some cred for him doing In and Out or Dave or Life is a House down the line.
Ooh,
Life is a
what's your
House.
favorite Kevin Kline movie?
Movie or
House.
performance?
Movie. I think mine is French Kiss, actually. I love that movie.
That's fun.
Dave is also really good.
If it's not Life is a House for me.
It's also great.
In and Out, maybe. Or Big Chill. I like Big Chill.
Yeah. Has he done a bad movie? I'm trying to think.
Yeah. Life is a House. Also, the only time. Oh no, he has.
Midsummer's Night's Dream is pretty bad.
Oh yeah,
99 one.
Yeah,
and Wild Wild West is not a good movie.
It helps that.
Oh yeah.
Wild Wild West.
That's super
it helps
terrible.
That he doesn't work a lot.
And to love
apparently he's the movie's okay. The joke in Hollywood was his name is Kevin Decline now because he just says no to everything.
Hey, he doesn't want to work anymore.
Listen, he can.
Well, that's a privilege. You can just do that.
Well, when you're ready to feed me. Good.
Kevin put something in our announcement post, so I wanted to read it. For a podcast topic idea, maybe a best of the decade series about a bunch of topics. Movies could be one, obviously, but also your favorite TV shows, TV moments of the decade, your favorite sports moments of the decade, and your favorite players and games, and any other topic you guys think of and want to talk about. It says, appreciates the extra coverage. Thank you for whatever you guys do to give us some extra entertainment. We have a lot of time on our hands for a bit.
I would like to do an entire episode about why Mike Trout is the best.
I mean, we could do you know what we could do? We could do a fantasy baseball draft just for us and Mark or something like that.
How would we do that?
It's the same thing. We talk about the players. Karen's first pick would be Mike Trout.
But what? I don't understand what they would do and how we would get points.
We wouldn't be able to talk about this till another 2 months.
Yeah.
Well, no, you wouldn't do what the players do. It's just have an excuse to talk about your favorite players.
I don't want to just talk about baseball.
It's not a slot-based system.
Talk about it.
I do.
I'm so sad there's no baseball.
I know. It's going to be a weird few months.
There's no crying in baseball, but there's definitely crying when there's not baseball.
Did you cry because there's no Black Widow?
A little. Although I kind of saw that coming, so.
I did too. I really thought Disney was going to do the shift to Disney Plus for it.
I don't think so. What I think they'll do is as soon as we start to see the light at the end of the tunnel, they're just going to boom. This is the first big studio movie that's coming out now in theaters.
Yep. Karen and I were talking about this on Sunday. It's going to be the one to like break the ice.
Yep.
Hmm.
And it's going to do gangbusters because all those people have been cooped up forever. They're going to just be happy to have something to go see and do.
Yep.
Cat swept the Razzies.
Congratulations.
Wait, Karen, did you see the results or not?
Of the Razzies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I was hoping you had it because I wanted to know if you could guess the other film that got 2 awards because everything else got 1. One film got 2 awards besides Cats. Cats got 6.
I edited the article, but now I can't remember.
Rambo.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, you let her guess for more than half a second.
I was going to guess. So like, it's random, like... I mean, the Razzies aren't even, like, cool to crap on anymore.
No, they're terrible.
Nope.
Well, at least they actually picked an actually bad
movie. I love that John Travolta, though, is just sweeping them every year. It's the Meryl Streep of the Razzies now.
I know.
I hope he collects them.
He probably does.
Just, like, has them somewhere.
Can I just say, didn't even know The Haunting of Sharon Tate came out last year.
Like a bathroom or something.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime, I think.
No, like, flew over my head. No idea. None whatsoever.
Yeah, when people were talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, they were saying, if you really want to see something that's about Sharon Tate, watch this one. I did not watch it.
Aw, Hilary Duff. Alex,
the Disappearance of Sharon Tate, no, it's one of the worst movies of the year. I hated it. It's awful.
Alex Quinones sent us a message. Hi, Alex. What's your favorite supporting actress winning performance that not enough people have seen? He starts and he says Dorothy Malone in Written in the Wind and Claire Trevor in Key Largo. Pull up all the winners.
I know. I'm like,
It doesn't get enough love.
I mean, honestly, all classic performances, you could argue, don't get enough love these days because too many people don't watch.
I mean, that's the thing is that when you go early into early Oscar, it's rough. So then,
so much has changed. Tastes changed. The way we make movies changed. The way we watch movies changed. So it's just not a one-to-one comparison.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know if I really if I necessarily this answers the question, but I feel like people don't talk about Linda Hunt enough in The Year of Living Dangerously.
Almost, I think you're the first person I've ever heard say that sentence out loud. So yeah, that's probably about right.
Like I think it's like no, I think it's a really good performance.
Yeah,
some are just very dated in their time, so it's hard to like bring them into the now.
But we also just focus so much on an individual year. So like think of even just performances we champion that will never be thought about in 3 or 4 years, but were on our minds like so much at the time. Like Compliance is a movie that like in a couple of years no one's gonna think about, but we were on that train to get a nomination for
Andowed.
For Andowed. But that's a performance that in a couple of years you'll never hear anyone talk about.
Yeah.
One I never hear people talk about ever is, this is more recent, Susan Sarandon in Dead Man Walking. Like, that was 25 years ago. No one ever talks about it anymore.
Supporting, Karen, supporting.
Oh, he said supporting? I thought it was, sorry.
He did.
Sorry. Okay, well, then we need to talk about this too. Maybe that'll be next time.
Sure. I don't think enough people as a whole have watched The Accidental Tourist and appreciate Gina Davis. I think we all have said that she won for Thelma and Louise, but we know it's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a movie that's really been overlooked. Mm-hmm.
I know that it's like, I don't know if she should have won her respective year, but I still think Anna Paquin holds up, even though the movie does not, in The Piano.
Yeah, she's great.
She definitely holds up.
I definitely do not like, but she's really. Oh, Colleen too.
Yeah. I also.
But the movie itself, yeah, I agree with you. It's just,
yeah. I also am one that stands by Renee Zellweger and Cold Mountain, even though like I think it's a really good performance. I know other people should have won, but I think the performance itself is good enough.
Yes.
Yeah. That's another one. She's good. The movie's not.
Yeah. There's a lot of those.
And we should still be talking about Regina King until the day we die.
Yes.
I mean, I'll accept people talking about her in Watchmen as an alternative with no problem at all. But yeah.
No, they need to talk about her in both because she's amazing in both.
Alex
and Jerry Maguire, which just had the.
Alex said, problematic elements aside, Linda Hunt is great. So thank you.
Yeah.
For that. And Matthew Bazzantino jumped in as a hell yeah Renee Zellweger defender. Solidarity. Solidarity.
All right, Matt, you can go away now. We heard you.
Just breaking news right now that came into my inbox. Warner Brothers has made the decision to move up the digital release date for Just Mercy. The film will now be available to own for digital retailers beginning on March 17th. Today, you can now watch Just Mercy starting today.
Hey,
we're going to see them a lot, I think.
And will be available on VOD and cable providers on March 24th.
Is that the DVD date? I think it might be.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure that's when the DVD was coming out, the Blu-ray, whatever. I'm going to double check right now. Because that's the thing. Home video might get a temporary boost. Like people are sitting on Amazon actually buying movies again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, so we got...
That was the thing I was thinking, like, this is a great time for Criterion to do a sale.
Yeah. Well, next week...
They just did it, like, last month. That 24-hour flash.
I know, but if they did another one now...
It's good.
Or the Barnes & Noble sale, like, this is the time to do it.
Actually, you know, so here, this is, like, really cool, actually. So, Criterion did their flash sale, and I always get, like, 3 or 4 because I want to bulk up because I'll never pay full price for a Criterion. So, I ordered 4, and then all of a sudden, I got a $50 free gift certificate towards Criterion. So then I was like,
nice.
Order 3 more, and then I did.
It's like there was a thing I had on Amazon where if you bought books, you get a book credit. So you would be like, oh, I buy a book for like $1, and then you bought that book, and like, oh, here's $5 to buy another book. You're like, God damn it! I'm just gonna be doing it all day now. Now I have 10 books, and it cost me $100. That wasn't as good as I thought it was.
Yeah. All right. What else do we want to talk about? You know what? Let me go back to what Ethan had sent over about talking about a respective Oscar year. So let's just randomly talk about something like.
Yeah, let's do it.
You know what? I like to talk about 2000 because 2000 is such a good, crazy year, and I wish the internet existed in the manner which it exists now, because covering that would have been bananas. And that's the year that Gladiator won Picture, Traffic won Director, Marcia Gay Harden won Supporting Actress for Pollock with Nothing. Of the 5 Best Picture nominees, Gladiator, Chocolat, Crouching Tiger, Erin Brockovich, and Traffic, what any of those you don't like?
I mean, wouldn't be my vote, but I don't.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
What did you say, Joey? You broke up when you said it.
I feel like I don't hate any of them. I don't know that they would have been my vote. You know, I might have been a completely separate lineup.
I don't love Traffic.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Too many men?
I don't know. Yes, that's it. That's the problem. No, it's just one that I don't know. I just never. I think it's a good film. It's well made. It's not one that I've ever cared to watch again.
Okay, that's fair. I think Chocolat is really boring.
Oh, I love that movie.
It's so boring.
I love it.
I'm right in between. Right in between.
I love Alfred Molina in that movie.
It's so stale. It's like the definition of bread that got left out too long, and it's just stale.
No. It's so good.
I do love and I love you, man. how much they like chocolate in that movie.
Um,
That's the best part of that movie.
Russell Crowe won Best Actor. Who's your pick in that group with Javier Bardem, Tom Hanks, Ed Harris, Jeffrey Rush?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
I agree.
That's always bothered me because, I mean, he's on screen for 62 minutes by himself and makes you cry over a freaking volleyball.
Yeah. That was the epitome of, we're going to get to him again, don't worry.
Mm-hmm. And then they haven't.
Kenneth Bryant, by the way, agrees with you. He says Traffic bored me to tears.
Oh, thank you.
I will admit that the first time I watched Traffic, I didn't love it. It overwhelmed me and I wasn't into it.
I was definitely too young to appreciate it when I first saw it. I was like, eh. And then I saw it again 3 years later, and I was like, oh, I'm 18. I can.
Yeah, revisits have helped with that one. I don't know what I was expecting, but I didn't get it the first time. Same, I think. If I rewatched Syriana today.
Oh, I hate Syriana.
Syriana's not as good, but I feel like I might not.
Syriana's not good. Syriana's really boring too. Kenneth said The Right Man won Best Actor that year. I think.
Ooh. So
this is the perfect example of Oscar intertwining messes up history. If they just would have gave it to Denzel for Malcolm X, then we would have got to 2000. They could have gave Tom Hanks his Oscar that year, a third one, because I think he deserved it. And then the very next year, you give it to Crowe for A Beautiful Mind. You do it with a straight face.
Yeah, but Crowe basically won that year because he didn't win for The Insider, though, right?
That's
how I've always felt.
Well, I think you were looking down the barrel of Hanks on a third, Jeffrey Rush on a second, and then Javier Bardem was new to the scene.
Honestly, my second in that lineup is Ed Harris.
Ed Harris probably was closer than the Marcia Gay Harden win. I think proves that he was probably really close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Looking at Marcia Gay Harden's lineup, does she have someone else's Oscar? Joey's going to say yes.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't dislike the performance, but it's 100% an out of nowhere win.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think Judi Dench was never going to win. Julie Walters probably wasn't going to win. Kate and Frances split.
Judy probably almost won by accident because she won SAG that year.
That's true, and she was in a Best Picture nominee.
And that's when, and readers always hear me and Sam Coffey talk about this all the time, Oscar gets into this whole thing where they start, SAG gets into this thing we're going to give people awards when SAG wasn't around, or we didn't do it the year they won the Oscar. And then that's when they accidentally turn the tide sometimes. So Sean Penn winning for Milk because he didn't win for Mystic River. And then turn the tide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
true. And then, yeah. Well, who should have been nominated, and I'm not sure which category she belonged in, but Michelle Yeoh.
I throw her in lead.
I probably would too, but I don't know. I could see her going either way.
The Readers nominated her in lead that year, and Zi Zheng was in supporting. I think that's kind of appropriate.
That's fine.
Yeah. Whichever category, she definitely should have been nominated. That's
true.
That's always bothered me too.
Got some more stuff coming in. Kenneth Bryant says, agreed, Syriana's horrible. Yo, Kenneth, man. Come join us anytime you want. Say smart things. Alex Quinones says, Traffic is great, but it bothers me so much that Benicio plays a Mexican but keeps his Puerto Rican accent. Other than that, a great win. I don't it's coming from fellow Puerto Rican. I don't know if he's really doing a Puerto Rican accent. I just think he's just
doing a Benicio del Toro accent.
I think he turned on a Hispanic, a Latino accent, and it was I think it's too muddled. I think probably is better thing for that.
I think Benicio del Toro plays sort of he can sort of have that thing where he plays almost any ethnicity and it always seems kind of off just because you can't place him. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like
he's still amazing in the movie.
Just because I know he's Puerto Rican, he always belongs to Puerto Ricans. I just like grab onto it.
Yeah.
But then I get excited like when he gets like 21 grams and like it doesn't even come up that he's really Puerto Rican, just a dude. Ryan McDermott says, "Hello there. In my mind, Soderbergh won for Aaron Brockovich, not Traffic."
He should have.
I agree.
I do.
Aaron Brockovich is good. Aaron Brockovich is. I think we, as a nation, don't give Aaron Brockovich its proper due. I think we kind of associate it as just a Julia thing, and while it is on the performance base, like Albert Finney's still really great in it, and the movie's really, really, really well done.
Mm-hmm.
A very good screenplay too. I don't think the screenplay gets enough credit.
I agree.
Kenneth Bryan says, "Okay, Clayton, I buy that Denzel for X, Hanks for Castaway, Crow for Mine." He agreed. See, Kenneth is coming back. And then he says that supporting actress lineup has to be one of the all-time most underwhelming. He's not.
Whoa, hang on.
Like, listen, like some supporting actress lineups like have to, like, as a group, like complement one another, even if there is someone that isn't as great in the lineup. Like you look at them as a whole, and as a whole, it's not like this great thing that like stands out. And I think it's one of the weaker of. I think we talked about it on a podcast. Actually, I think it's one of the weaker of the 2000s.
I really like that lineup a lot, though.
I love the Best Actress lineup minus Chocolat. The supporting actress is fine. I think I wouldn't be a fan of it if it wasn't for the doubling down on Almost Famous.
The Best Actress lineup is pretty baller. It's one of the best of the 2000s. Yeah. I think if I was looking at like really great supporting actress lineups of the 2000s, the Zeta Jones year is pretty great. Even though I'm not big on Kathy Bates, but I think as a whole, on its face, actually, 2003 is a lot weaker than it initially looks. It's Shohreh Aghdashloo's there, which is great to see, and people love Holly Hunter, and I agree with him. Renee's good, and I just acknowledge that. But I don't know if anyone's ever tried to watch Patricia Clarkson in Pieces of April.
I have. I still say it's fine. I know you hate it.
Trash. That's a trash movie.
I've never actually seen that one.
It's awful. It's god awful.
Well, Karen, you got time.
I do.
Don't do that to yourself. 2004 is pretty good. The Blanchett year with Linney, Madsen, Okonedo, and Portman. That's a good lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's some good stuff there. All right. I'll do like 5 more minutes of this, 10 more minutes to see if we got any other stuff coming in. Ryan says, "Is that R2D2 behind you, Karen?"
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
I don't know what's behind me. Oh no,
that looks like it appears to be a tennis racket next to a cabinet.
Yeah.
I still want to believe Karen bought the $30,000 R2D2 at Galaxy's Edge.
I definitely did not do that.
It
does look like R2D2 though. That's so funny.
I would love if you did that and then put it in the corner like you bought it and then when I don't actually want this. Stop.
Good job.
It was a gift.
From who?
I did go and see it.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Who gave you that, Karen?
Oh.
My secret admirer.
I don't think the readers know how protective I am of Karen. When she goes on a date, I'm like, with who? What time are you going to be home?
Lucky for me, it's not that often.
It's what Clayton's wife loves to hear, that he's just checking in on women going on dates.
It's the ones I love. That's all. I'm a protective big little brother.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alex also says, Pieces of April, why is it so ugly? Filmed on a camcorder. That's another thing. It is gross to look at.
Weird. Is it streaming anywhere?
It's rough. It's really, really rough.
Now I gotta see if it's streaming. I gotta watch.
Don't do that to yourself.
Now you got me curious.
I
gotta check out this terribleness.
Had your curiosity.
I'm gonna look it up.
That's what I'm doing.
Let's see. Oh, by the way, 4 Brooklyn Nets test positive for Corona, and they didn't play the Jazz until it was like 6 weeks ago.
The world. What do you think the next time you're going to go to a movie is going to be?
This is really fascinating content, isn't it? The next time I'm going to go to a
This
movie,
summer.
probably June.
Yeah.
I was
press
invited
screening
to
for
a
Black
screening
Widow, probably.
on Tuesday, and they, yeah, it's probably true. Yeah, no, I got invited to a screening for something that's coming on Tuesday. Oh no, maybe it was tonight. And I was just like, "Are you guys going to cancel this?" No, we're not.
Oh,
I'm not going to be there.
The last one I was invited to that was yeah.
Wait, I didn't hear anything.
The last that they held that I got invited to was St. Maud on Thursday. Yesterday they canceled A Quiet Place. Tomorrow they canceled Mulan.
Yeah.
Big shout
What's
out.
the last movie you guys saw in the theater?
It was Onward.
Bloodshot.
Mine was Jojo Rabbit. I went and saw it one more time.
Yeah, but we did that on purpose, Karen. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to be the last time I got to go to the movies, though. It just worked out.
Yeah, but
I
feel like you watched it every
The last time you would have never known.
Yeah.
Wait, let's say a big happy birthday shout
By the way,
out.
Pieces of April is.
Wait, Piece of April what?
It looks like it's streaming on Prime. That's all.
Gross. Happy birthday, Joseph Braverman, AwardsCircuit writer.
Yeah.
Love you, Braverman.
Yeah.
You're 14 years old today. Good for you.
And he is still fighting the good fight out
Yeah.
there at his retail job.
Probably.
He is.
Yeah. Ethan gave us Cinephile Showdowns. I think we can end after these. Let me see if there's any more dashboard stuff. Brian said he asked us on Twitter if Contagion had originally come out this year, does it just sweep its way to Best Picture? No.
No.
It'd be too real.
Too close to home.
Yeah.
No,
People will be like, I don't want to see that movie. I'm living it.
no, but in like 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alex,
it would have to come out like 3 years from now.
Alex asks, any St. Patty's Day recommendations? He says Brooklyn and The Departed have been staples for him in the past. It's going to be the most random thing I can give you. Watch The Fugitive, and it's only because they're at the St. Patty's Day parade in the middle of the movie. So watch The Fugitive.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I love that scene.
I'll say The Brothers McMullen.
I would
That
have
Burns
said
movie.
Brooklyn, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cinephile Showdowns ended it here. Joaquin Phoenix and Joker or Her?
Her.
Her. Close, but Her. Gary Oldman, Darkest Hour, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Darkest Hour by a lot. It's great.
Ooh, Darkest Hour. They're both really good.
Close. I'll go Tinker Tailor just to mix it up.
Ryan Gosling and Blade Runner 2049 or First Man? Blade Runner.
First Man.
I guess Blade Runner, but I don't like either of those. I think he's better in Blade Runner.
I like
Emma Stone in Birdman or La La Land? Birdman.
La La Land.
Viola Davis in Fences or The Help? The Help.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely.
The Help.
Tom Hanks, Captain Phillips or A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood? Captain Phillips, but he's great in Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Yeah, I would say Captain Phillips, but I kind of feel like we all need A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood right now.
Yeah, Ty goes to the one that makes you happy.
Brad Pitt, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or Moneyball? Moneyball.
Ooh.
But he doesn't take his shirt off in that one.
You're so disrespectful. So disrespectful.
Moneyball, but it's hard.
Yeah, I definitely I like Moneyball. I don't. Yeah, we don't need to go there.
And finally, Margot Robbie, Bombshell, or The Wolf of Wall Street. Better performance is Bombshell. I have to give it to her.
Wolf of Wall Street.
See, if I had said she doesn't take her shirt off in Bombshell, I would have got so much crap. And all this hate mail would have started. This double standard. Karen,
Yeah, she lifts her skirt though. Thank you very much.
What?
She lifts her skirt in Bombshell though.
True.
Unnecessarily.
Yeah. Joey,
I'll say The Wolf of Wall Street and stay far away from this conversation.
Kyle.
Clayton loves Brad Pitt too, so.
I do. Yes, I've seen him in person. He is the most beautiful man I've ever seen alive.
It's true.
In real life.
Yeah.
I've never been so intimidated. I also came home and I was like, Jessica, like I'm having feelings I've never felt before. I don't know what to do with this. So, Kyle Torres says
9 months later. No. 9 months later, your son was born.
Yeah. Kyle Torres says, how much alcohol will it take to convince my roommate to watch Cats tonight? 2 beers. Make it a drinking game.
Oh,
yeah. I think you're gonna have to go.
Seriously.
You may have to go more chemical based for that.
Squint, or your eyebrow goes up, or you're like, what the hell? You take a drink.
Every time they say Jellicle,
oh,
you'll be bombed by the end of the first song.
Oh my god.
If you guys watch Honest Trailers, Screen Junkies, they have this thing called pitches where they like play the role of a producer getting pitched a movie, and they have one for Cats, and it is hilarious. They talk about Jellicle. They're like, "Oh, she's gonna be Jellicle." He's like, "What does that mean?" He's like, "Don't worry about it. We're never gonna tell you about it." But then they have one about Rise of Skywalker too. That's really funny.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Check
Jasmine Graham. Hi, Jazz.
Nice.
I wasn't gonna end, but then all the questions started coming in. Jazz said, "What films do you think could possibly benefit from a later release, awards-wise?"
Like in the past or this year?
I think this year. Mulan, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say Mulan.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on how long this goes, some of the stuff like not necessarily in picture, but things like A Quiet Place 2 and sound, which I haven't seen, so I don't know if that's anything this year. Wonder Woman for some of its below the line stuff. I don't know.
Yep. I guess we'll see.
I think Joey, though, I think what we were talking about before, what's really going to be benefited in all this, I think, is some smaller films that now are going to have more of a chance to find an audience, because they don't have to worry about trying to get people to come to the theater. They're going to be just at home. And with people just sitting at home looking for stuff to watch, I think some of those films are going to do better.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. There's something else in here.
By the way, I don't know that we're still online.
Say again?
I don't know that we're still online.
It still says we are.
Yeah, it still says we are.
Mine said offline, but maybe it's just the way it is.
It was you, and then you like
working,
left
that's what
the room
counts.
and came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I refreshed because you guys were way behind.
You're way behind.
Well, we caught up. Who cares?
Kyle Torres said first cow, perhaps. Kelly Kelly Reichardt is just not Academy friendly. She's she makes them think and feel things too complex. They don't deserve her.
There was gonna be a movie. Go ahead, Karen.
Oh, I was just gonna say things like screenplay. I think it could do well. Maybe supporting actor.
I would love to see Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always get in somewhere. Best actress and original screenplay, mainly.
Okay. Jazz says No Time to Die's original song campaign.
Yeah, it's still gonna happen.
With it getting released in November. Ryan McDermott says the Rise of Skywalker Screen Junkies pitch meeting is hilarious, especially What About Rose? What about her? Which is that is you guys got to watch it. I can play it on these streams. I'm able to share a screen, so we actually can watch something together and do like an instant like kind of reaction stuff, and we'll do that in the future. But maybe we'll do some of that stuff because it's
nice.
really funny.
Cool.
And then Ken said y'all are here talking about Joey's comment on we weren't on the air anymore.
All right, good. Better than speaking to the void.
Let's see. Anything else? I'm looking on the news, see if anything dropped. Vanessa Hudgens is trending. I don't know why.
Well, I said the Brooklyn Nets have the virus, so that's great.
Did they play the Jazz in the last 2 weeks?
Longer than that, which is what's not great. I believe. I'm going to check right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. There were, I think, 4 teams on that list.
They weren't on the list, I don't believe.
I couldn't remember if they were or not.
Karen, because we talked about it last time, and Joey, you were part of the conversation too. But Jasmine said, "Poor New Mutants." Does that movie even exist?
It's
nope.
It's gonna be a Hulu or Disney Plus movie eventually.
Yeah, they need to just do that. But I'm starting to feel the same way as with Ad Astra. It does not exist. It's not a real movie.
I want to see it so bad now, though.
I know. That's the thing. If they put it on Hulu, it's gonna break Hulu because people are gonna be so like curious about it that they're just
Kyle Torres says, as if it needed anything else to really put the nail in the coffin. Rest in peace, Wendy. I still haven't seen it. Love Beasts of the Southern Wild. Feel bad for Ben Zeitlin.
Oh, that movie is so beautiful. That score is incredible.
It's a great score and a not great movie.
It's a beautiful movie, Joey.
Yeah. Josh Parham. It's like the Oscar nominations up in here. It is. Yeah. Now we have this cool way to do it now, so it'll be awesome. This thing kind of rocks. And then Ken Bryant says that Vanessa Hudgens is trending because she's a moron, which she probably is.
Oh, okay.
I think she said something stupid with coronavirus. I think she was complaining about Coachella or something. I saw really quick.
I think there are bigger fish to fry, and Coachella is still happening. It's just going to be in the fall when it should be anyway.
Everything is still happening just in the fall.
Not everything. New Mutants is not happening.
Yeah, that's the one exception. The only exception.
All right. I think we're done. I think
we did.
It's a good feel. I think it started rough, but I think we got our feet under it. I think now we'll be more aware. And then Joey's going to have to find better internet connection somewhere in Brooklyn.
Yeah, because moving's an option right now.
You could plug it in. Use the Ethernet cord.
In the other side of the house. We'll see. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. So, Joey, I guess you can start with where they can follow you.
At my house. And Joey Magidson. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd. Not that that's going to matter much for a little bit.
Of course it's going to matter because people can watch old movies.
No, I meant the keeping track of what I'm watching. It's basically just going to be VOD stuff.
Which
people still want to know about that too.
Yeah. Joe, you're being such a dour sour. This is what this is what this is supposed to be about being positive.
This is what staying indoors does to you.
I actually created a list on Letterboxd of what I'm watching during quarantine. So I'm going to share that as soon as we're done here.
It's the quarantine list.
Yep.
Karen, where can we follow you?
You can find me on Twitter complaining about how I have to go back to work next week at Karen M. Peterson. And on Instagram, it's just becoming a love Insta to my bunny. So he's very cute. You should go look at pictures.
Yeah, I'm up my dog content this week, I think.
And you can follow me at AwardsCircuit. If this is the podcast you're listening to, then Stitcher Radio, Spotify, all that good stuff. And go to
YouTube.
for all your entertainment news, or YouTube, youtube.com/AwardsCircuit Media. That is the channel address. So you can go watch it.
We're gonna be YouTube influencers by the time this is.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I can't wait to get someone much older on this podcast that is going to crumble in front of us by the name of Mark Johnson.
I was about to say I have a guess.
It's going to be rough.
By the end of this, the podcast will be sponsored by Firefest.
All right. All right. So, AwardsCircuit with everyone. Thanks, guys. Try this out. Tell us what you want more of, and we'll see you not at the movies. We'll see you here for a few weeks. Bye, y'all.